হ্যাঁ, 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 আসছে। হুম। Good evening and welcome to the grand occasion of the Hero Santosh Trophy. It is the all-awaited final and it's Meghalaya against Karnataka. And we are live from the King Fahd International Stadium, Riyadh. Here's the trophy in front of you. That's what all the teams have been fighting for. From 36 to 12 to 4. And now the final two. We are ready for action in the finale. The prestigious Hero Santosh Trophy. This is the 76th edition of the Hero Santosh Trophy, the National Football Championships. And these are the two teams who have walked all the way from India to Riyadh and all the way in the qualifications and then the final rounds to win it all and come to this final battle. Well, the nation is huge, the diversity is massive, and it is two high-voltage teams who will battle out to one another for one last time this season. One from the northeast of India and another from all the way down south of the nation. It's Meghalaya against Karnataka. And the venue is set as well. What a big stadium and a venue for this massive occasion. The King Fahd International Stadium, Riyadh. We are underway here, few moments away to kickstart proceedings in this massive tournament. It is a prestigious one, and these two teams have big aim to play for. We'll have the national anthem before we get on with the proceedings. And there's the people behind it, the All Indian Football Federation, making this possible. Some exposure to these players and the talents across the nation. Mr. Kalyan Chaubey, the AIFF president, along with Dr. Shaji Prabhakaran, the AIFF secretary general, the captains introducing them to the players of their respective teams. A big moment for them. And these words exchanged can mean a lot. Some confidence induced. A nervousness will be creeping in as well. And they have not found themselves at this final stage since a long time. Time for the national anthem. And we are all ready here for the big final. Well, they had to play 11 matches in all to reach this stage. 10 in total, 5 in qualifications and 5 more in the final rounds. And then the semi-finals. Convincing victories for both these teams. Meghalaya winning 2-1 against Punjab in semi-final number 1, while Services winning 3-1 against, well, pardon me, Karnataka winning 3-1 against Services. And this man on your screens, Eugene Lingto, the team manager for Meghalaya. He's been an inspirational figure for Meghalaya football And the work is done for Indian national team as well. The two captains there already. Full Moon Mukim along with Kartik Govindswamy. Well, tell you what, both these teams have gifted us with wonderful football. We'll have a look at the lineups. Meghalaya's lineup almost the same. Rajat Lingdo on goal. Maolong, Alan Nongri. The full-backs there, along with Burlington and Wanbok Lung. The centre-backs, Carlos Fulmun and Nicholson Bina in the midfield. There's the lineup of Karnataka. Satyajit Bartolai on goal. Robin Yadav with that free kick goal in the last match. He maintains his spot in the lineup. Nikhil, Manoj and Sunil Kumar forming the back four. Lalram Tulunga, Kartik Swami and Beke Oram will be in the midfield. And the front three for Karnataka, Jacob John, Abhishek Shankar Power and Shajan Franklin. It is a big game. The bench has to be ready as well. Every time called upon, they have to make sure they bring out their best piece of play here. And they are motivated, Karnataka, after long years. The wait since 1969, way back when they won their last Santosh Trophy title. And these two teams, more interestingly, haven't met each other in the Hero Santosh Trophy. It is a new clash, and what a moment to unveil and start this big game. A good number of fans have turned in Saudi Arabia. Many people have traveled as well to support their respective teams. And that's the state flag of Karnataka, if you're wondering what's those colors for. That's the support for Karnataka. I'm sure Meghalaya as well have decent amount of support. It is a stage of grand emotions, and not just the venue, but also what awaits over the line for both these teams. Meghalaya eye their first ever Santosh Trophy title, while Karnataka aim to refind glory for the first time since 1969. And we are underway with the final. Karnataka in maroon, attacking from left to right of your screens. Meghalaya, of course, goes without saying, in white, who will be attacking from right to left. Expect a great and spectacular game of football here. The style of play has been impressive throughout the tournament from these two teams, and deservedly they are in the finals. Well, the ambience and atmosphere is more than wonderful. Karnataka have won back the ball there in close space. And that's good defending. First attack from Karnataka, Wanbaklong Linkoi. He does his job, and he has to do it for the rest of the night as well. And they have lined up for a long throw. It seems this has been a weapon lately all around the world in football. Inside the box, just a flick. Karnataka will look for the shot, and they do, and the deflection in the second minute of the game. And Karnataka have taken the lead. Well, they are celebrating. It's Sunil Kumar who is celebrating, and that's a blow for Meghalaya. And that is a big blow in the final game. And that long throw threat remains whichever stage it is. They'll be happy. And why not? Rajat Paul Lingdo, before even the Meghalaya defense could settle down from the long throw. Unfortunate there, but nonetheless, this shot has to be praised. A deflection on the way. Well, Sunil Kumar's shot, that's disappointing for Meghalaya. They would have hoped a bit of luck going in their favor, but it's Karnataka's luck which shows the first glimmer of hope. And they're on the lead here within 2 minutes. Well, even though it's not been long in the game, but Meghalaya will think it's a repeat of a similar story like the semi-finals. And they conceded first in that game too. Full Moon Mukim controlling. And confirmation of the goal scorer as well on your screen. As Sunil Kumar has got the goal. This is a team who knows to fight, Meghalaya. And they'll fight till the end, just like they did against Punjab. And for twice now in a row. And in probably one of the most important games of the entire tournament. Not probably, well, it's actually the most important. They have found themselves behind here. Sliding in, Robin Yadav. Instrumental in Karnataka's performance. Donald couldn't control it. And Robin Yadav will clear danger. Full Moon, he's leading the Meghalaya side today. The captain's armband with him in the center of the park, but that's a giveaway from the captain. A bit chaotic there. Intelligent passer to the path of the left winger. And solid defending there from Maulong. Had to slide in and had to get it to perfection. He was the last defender there against Jacob John. Some fiery football is what we can expect. That pass was top quality, tell you what. Getting it from the other side of the defender is not an easy art. Becky Oram chips it forward. Had to be read by Wan Bok. Karnataka looking the more confident side right now. Just 4 minutes into the game. Stolen there, Sheen. He's been the hero for Meghalaya in the previous fixture. He's asking for a foul though, wouldn't get it. Full Moon controls. Well, Mukim is a surname. Somehow controlled. Well, the problem for Meghalaya now is that they have conceded before even they could settle in the game. That's stolen by Shajin Franklin. He's looking for the pass towards the right. Not a great touch to bring it down by Abhishek Shankar. He'll get the free kick this time. Just an arm on behind, on his back there. Carlos was trying to turn. And they're taking the free kick quickly as well. And they have to hold on their nerves. It is a game of nerves in this big moment. Now the head coach of Meghalaya, Pirkat Siamle. There will be a mental battle going on the bench as well, goes without saying though. Free kick for Karnataka. A few start and stops here and there. Alan Lingdo was trying to get the better of Karthik Govindswamy. One similarity between these two teams is that they like the innovative and creative, eye-catching style of football, where they pass it around and try to explore new horizons of the game. We have witnessed a few good goals as well. Carlos on the turn. Alan Lingdo, first time with some space. Sheen, a one-on-one with Robin, drives inside the box and goes down. Is that a penalty? Well, the ref has pointed to the spot. Of course, there is VAR for implementation, but don't think that'll be required. It was pretty clean on that occasion. And look at that again. A good work to beat Robin Yadav first and then to the left. Nowhere near the ball. It was Nikhil. A great work by Sheen. Single-handedly wins the penalty. That's a clean penalty. Nailed on. No question marks. And Sheen Shoktung has got his side a chance to strike back. And they can be right back at this before even 10 minutes of the game. The most experienced of them. We're going to take the penalty kick. It's Burlington. He was leading his team with the captain's armband in the semi-final. And this is his chance to lead today with the goal from the penalty spot. Burlington goes to the left, and they're back in this. It's 1-1. The equalizer from Meghalaya. They know the job is not yet done. It's just an equalizer, but they'll celebrate because the early damage has somewhat been recovered with that. Experience and quality shown on that penalty. The keeper goes one side, he goes the other. That's a perfect penalty kick, top corner, and it's 1-1 here. And Burlington knew his job, and that is why he had been given the responsibility. And if you think penalty kicks are easy, well, go down the history books and look into matches. There has been plenty of incidents, even crucial stages, where you miss penalties in these kind of situations. But Burlington is one of the lot who wouldn't. And Meghalaya are back at level terms. It's all square here, 1-1. Well, what a game this. Just into the 10th minute, 2 goals already, evenly distributed. Mukim. And they'll be more charged up now, Meghalaya. They didn't get the opportunity to showcase themselves when they conceded. But Karnataka would have expected better to hold on to that lead. The worst of ways to concede. And Sheen once again. He's been brilliant and lively. Great pass back. And Figo Sendai close to finding another crucial goal. Well, Sheen Shoktung is lighting up the stage. What a perfect cutback that. Just needed to be precise. Didn't find the perfect connection. But Figo Sendai just showing you what he can bring on. A warning of the storm. Nikhil. And blocked there. And they seem to be charged up now, Meghalaya. Karnataka are no stranger to fight backs. They were down by 1 against Services 2. But they fought back and won it by a 3-1 margin. And they scored 3 in the semi-finals, which is also a point to note. A good number of people have turned in, even the VIP box as well. Robin trying to be cheeky. Donald Tiengto hasn't found a goal in the previous match, but he's been very much in the mix of things and creating those opportunities for his wingers. And that is one strategy, and not often seen though, or not often well analysed, I would say. But the strikers playing role of distributing it to the wings. Karnataka in attack. Well, was there a foul? Not really, says the referee. It'll be a goal kick, I believe. And there's the replay again. Well, just coming in the way and the collision more off. Solid header from Manoj Swamikannan. But Figo Sendai has stolen it. The 2 wingers run fire down the pitch. Donald Diengdo. And this is a shot from Carlos. The deflection will help Karnataka. And once again, danger avoided. It is a corner for Meghalaya. And Figo Sendai from the right. Another great pass. The deflection from the defender. Rather, he tried to clear it away. Couldn't find. And then Carlos with the shot. Robin Yadav. They are pumped up as well. Alan Camper Lingto. At the end of most of these set pieces, with his left, he delivers towards the far side. And no one at the end of it this time. Well, what a lightning start to the game here. Electric atmosphere. Jensen Lingto and Pirkat Siamli, they'll be having a word or two exchanged between them and make sure their plan works. This is the first ever final of the Hero Santosh Trophy for Meghalaya. Cleared long there. Karnataka trying to control things and get back to the dominating start they made. Nikhil, great to avoid 4 defenders there. Just the pace of the game slightly increased by Meghalaya. That's their strength. Sheen again, controlling it. Alan Lingdo. And that's a giveaway. They have to be aware of those giveaways. Carlos has won it back. It's a foul, though unfairly. And there's the challenge, missed the ball. A tussle for possession. Once again, the decision goes in favor of Karnataka. Shajan Franklin. Well, that's taken quickly. Could have been a weird moment. Somehow rescued danger there. There's the replay, quickly taken that free kick. Enough from Alan Lingto and Burlington. Mukim, the press working for a moment. Throw in for Meghalaya, that'll relieve pressure. Karnataka are pressing high, they're not scared. And why should they be? It's all at level terms. Robin Yadav. Well, not much seen so far. The goal scorer, Sunil Kumar for Karnataka. Well, one surprising factor for you all just to highlight, both these teams were in second position at the end of the final round in their respective groups. And the teams in first position, Services and Punjab, have both been knocked out. And they played for the third place a while ago, where Services got the better of Punjab. But it is the 2 second-placed teams of Group A and Group B of the final rounds who have made it to the finals. That's how much competitive it is. But they have surely played the better football so far. And that cross was more in hope than anything from Alan Lingdo. Karthik finds Abhishek, who's playing down the right channel here. Gets him into a bundle of white shirts and hence loses possession. Went the wrong way probably. Should have gone the other side. Heavy touch from Donald. Abhishek again. And they have a second bite at it. Solid defending from Meghalaya and not leaving any chances to get back in possession. A little nervy from Satyajit Bertoloi. And just the time of the game where things tend to settle down and calm down a bit. It's still very fast though. That's another great passer to the left-hand side, Jacob John. It takes a touch off the defender. It's a corner for Karnataka now, their turn to deliver from the set play. Maulong with the block, the 2 full-backs. It has been a unit performing and not an individual display of brilliance. Has been moments when one or two shines in one particular game. That's how it is in the game of football. But overall, it has been a team effort, even from Karnataka. The likes of BK Oram, Karthik, at times Tulunga, Jacob John, Robin Yadav. Here's Tulunga to take the corner. He'll deliver to the danger zone. Hit it out for the time being. Karnataka will have another attempt. Jacob John with the left has three players waiting, and that might be another one. Yes, indeed, unless the flag has gone up. Well, they are celebrating. It's the second time they've found back lead. Well, we'll have to wait and see who got the last touch. But it's the second one from Karnataka. And defensive lapses yet again. Well, Pirkat Semle isn't happy. And that delivery, well, doesn't seem to be an offside in that. But the next pass, Jacob John perfectly finds the free man at the far post. It seems to be BK Oram. Well, time and again, he has very often been showing what he's made of. This young lad from Karnataka has once again brought them in front, ahead in this final chapter. And Meghalaya have to do all the hard work again. Well, are we gonna witness a goal fest? That is another question to be answered here. Well, they're looking for the third. Karnataka wouldn't settle down. Alan Lingdo. Well, they struck at a time when probably that spark was gone. And now Meghalaya have to once again find that energy back in their game. Well, time has been quickly flying. Almost here to the halfway mark of first half. A minute remaining. Burlington. Calmly done. They still are confident. Plenty of the game to be played. Sheen. He will find a pass still. And that is a foul given. Wonder if there's a card as well. And he's been the culprit again. And Nikhil G. Sliding in after the pass was made. But tell you what, Sheen, how does he find a pass out of those four maroon shirts closing him down? He'll deliver the set piece as well. Test for Satyajit Pertoloy. Meghalaya looking for the equalizer yet again for the second time in the game. Sheen delivers towards the far side. Too far for anyone to reach that. Not enough space on the pitch for that to be kept in. He has headaches to deal with. He's not happy with what he has seen. And they fought and did so well to get back to 1-1. But then a momentary lapse of concentration again. And that might be their weakness, which Karnataka have spotted. And the set pieces and those sudden moments of play when you can take the defense by surprise, especially on the second attempts. Mukim has won it back. Figo Sindai hasn't been seen too many times in this game. Once he was, twice rather. In both occasions he was almost causing trouble for Karnataka. Satyajit plays it long. Jacob John has seen another pass through. Maolong was up front. That's a good first touch. And the shot was not really accurate enough. He's looking to just chip it over the keeper. Bright idea, a bright move but just not the right finish. The correct thought as well from Abhishek Shankar Power. And just couldn't find the target. It'll be a free kick. Unnecessary tackle there. It's a heated up game here already. You can see the intensity of the game. Carlos was down, but then he tried to win back the ball again, and that's when the free kick was given. Well, Karnataka won their last Santosh Trophy title way back in 1968-69. It was back-to-back wins for them, 67-68 and 68-69. But they were then known as the Mysore State Football Team. We'll talk about that soon. That's a promising run forward. He's still trying to get that attack going. Now Sheen, here's a breakthrough. There's Figo in support. He has got ample space in front of him, and the first touch deceives him. It could have been a better outcome of that attack. Sheen just spotting the run of Figo Sendai. Even Tonal Tiengdo was there. But the best part of that move, if you notice it once again in the highlights or replays, you would see how Donald Tiengdo pulled both the centre backs with him and creating that space for Figo to run into. Very clever. Smart play from the number 7 of Meghalaya. Alan Lingdo with the throw. And no such time for gossips here, as it's end to end. Figo under pressure from Sunil Kumar, but avoids the challenge. Trying to bypass the midfield, but slows it down. Figo controls. That's a missed pass. There were options in good spaces. Good passing from both teams. It'll be a free kick this time. A little too eager to win the ball back. Full Moon Mukim just got his legs before the ball. Well, and talking about Karnataka, about their wins way back before 1972, they were called the Mysore State Football Team, and that's once again a risky situation avoided. And they have one good history on their side as well of representing the country in the Asian level. They've played the Asian Champions Club Tournament, which is the AFC Champions League now, way back in 1969, and they reached the semi-finals as well in the top 4. Of course, they were called Mysore State back then, as I said a while ago. But right now, it's a new look team with a different package and set of players who themselves have the quality to rewrite history on their side, Karnataka. It is already history for Meghalaya that they have made this far, but it's not often that you come this far, and hence they will like to complete the fairy tale story. Carlos trying to find a pass, and that should be a corner, I believe. Well, Nikhilji, he's having some problems to defend there, but he has done well this time. Facing the heat from Meghalaya. Just tumbled over there, but nothing serious. He's all right. And good to see that. And getting into test his flexibility and agility. Another delivery, and the header is totally wayward. It didn't get proper connection. Figo Sendai, he scored the first goal in semi-final number 1. Long goal kick taken. This team from the northeast of India have some magical touch about them when they get going, especially those one or two touches. They love to bring innovation in the game. Good touch from Mukim to turn, but doesn't find a perfect passer. The positioning from Karnataka has been good, and Meghalaya are finding it difficult to avoid those maroon shirts and place their players in position where they can find passes easily. And they're of course trying to move into those zones and the gaps left in the field, but sometimes it's difficult to find those passes. Jacob John, 4 white shirts onto him, 2 of them now, still can cross, finds a cross, and a needed, much needed clearance from One Bok. Great work from Jacob John there. There's so many defenders onto him, he doesn't even care. And that's the type of play we want to see in Indian football. It's a chance for many of these players to make a name for themselves and get into big clubs, of course. And with international exposure as well now here in Saudi Arabia. All thanks to the All Indian Football Federation. BK delivers. Went out of play before it creeped in, and hence a goal kick. There we see the assistant's flag up. Rajat Paul Lingdo needs to be careful with those punches out as well. In the previous game, that was how they conceded. The punch out from Rajat Paul wasn't convincing enough, even though he is a good goalkeeper. Kept it in there on the far side. Mukim. Fico Sentai trying to keep the ball among themselves. Great touch there. Composure shown. Full moon. And once again, miscommunication. It was Mao Long with that bit of trickery there, or rather close control. You can hear the crowd pretty vocal here, and many of them supporting Karnataka, as we saw earlier. Of course, a good amount for Meghalaya as well. They love their football a lot across the states. Is that a foul? Not given. Sheen trying to play the 1-2, the wall pass. It's still a chance, but that'll be a foul. He's found the target though. I'll tell you what, that's a great finish, but the whistle had gone before that. There's the replay again. Just trying a bit too much there. Well, had he not fouled, it could have been a wonderful finish. Carlos from behind. Terrific finish that. Many would be proud of had it been. Well, a long goal kick there. The midfield battle needs to be won by one of the teams who want this game more. Figo's pass is blocked. Good work by Sunil. A great first touch. And the attempted pass back towards Shajan Franklin. He couldn't really make the run in that pressure. It has all calmed down a bit here at the King Fahd International Stadium. After half an hour played, it's 2-1 in favour of Karnataka. They've taken the lead twice. Can Meghalaya come back yet again? Plenty of the match to be played here in Saudi Arabia. Santosh Trophy's first ever final in foreign soil. There's the replay. Sheen. He has been very bright so far. On few occasions. Well, missed that move though. It's a goal kick for Karnataka. There are a few good names on both benches. Will be waiting to prove a point as well. Karnataka pretty much all out. Beautiful turn from Jacob John, creating an inch of space for himself, taking it to his right. Great defending work, still a chance. That's a great cross. Punched out in the danger zone. Attempt from distance. Too weak to trouble Rajat Paul Lingto. But once again, the defense opening up for Meghalaya. And that's an issue that they need to fix quickly. And a missed pass as well. They've lost their composure and focus somewhat. They need to understand it's not even half time. And this is such an important chance for them. Jacob John, very lively, getting the better of the defenders and finding good crosses as well. Slightly away from Kartik on that occasion. Kartik. Tulunga. Shajan in free space. He'll take it to his right and look for the shot, but plays a pass. Peke. Jacob John. He can deliver with both right and left. That's a plus point and finds a proper pass. Tulunga's first touch is heavy and that'll take it away from him. Now Meghalaya have the counter option, opening up. 4 and 5 of them racing forward. Can they make the most of it? Asking too much of Sheen. They're rushing things at the last moment, Meghalaya. Someone needs to calm them down, be it the captain, be it the bench. They need to exchange a few words and inject a bit of belief in them. Well, I believe there's a substitution getting ready as well. Might not be too, because we are approaching half time soon, in 10 minutes from now. And talking about the interesting names on the bench, there's Manva Cooper, Ever Brightson for Meghalaya. And Ton Baklang is also there. Ronald is there. He was a starter in the previous game. Ronald Kidan Lingdo. And for Karnataka, Raja Ganapati. He scored a few goals as well. That flick in front now. Another attack for Karnataka. Mao Long trying to defend, and probably should be a corner. Another corner. Where it wasn't Mao Long, it was Wanbaklong Linkoi trying to defend his lines. Well, shades of the previous corner kick will be in the minds of Meghalayan defenders. They do not want to repeat the mistake again. 3-1 will be a very difficult situation for Meghalaya. 2-1 is still very much in balance with this amount of time remaining. Tulunga to deliver. Is there another goal somewhere here for Karnataka? Beke Oram, a free header. Well, he has missed the target by a mile. He's smiling, but he knows he should have done better. He can afford the smile because his team is on the lead. Well, question marks on the marking there from Meghalaya. Mao Long trying to create attacks quickly. Once again, good defending. The defending has been top-notch from Karnataka. That's a pull from behind and finds a perfect pass. It's Jacob John. Can he score? Takes it to his life. And the shot is saved there by Rajat Paul Lingdo. And maybe Jacob John could have done better. It was straight to Rajat Paul Lingdo more than anything. Still in attack. Abhishek didn't go down. Finds a cross in, intercepted. Karnataka are up for it. They're very much up for it. What a sweet, delicate pass there for Jacob John. Rightly checks back. Was probably aiming for the far side. Good from Rajat Paul Lingdo to close down the angles, coming out of his line a bit. And just enough to not let Jacob John score again. He's been dangerous, Jacob John. Well, keep an eye on him. the brightest of the lot in today's game so far for Karnataka. Just like Sheen for Meghalaya, a few interesting runs and chances created. He won the penalty as well. Pressure from Meghalaya now. They've stolen it back. It's Carlos. Couldn't find a passer. Well, the play continues. Seems to be a head injury, and hence the ref will decide to stop play. Manoj Swamikanan did enough to not let Carlos find that pass through. Look at that. Carlos steals it and trying to play it towards Donald. Whatever it takes, Manoj Swamikanan was ready to give, but not let that ball through. That's painful, but hopefully he'll be fine and up on his feet and just getting a little treatment there. A little bit of breather as well for the players. Higgins and Lingdo just giving them a few words of wisdom. And they're in full voice here with the drums beating. We'll have a look at the 3 goals. This is the first one. A good finish though from the left full back, Sunil Kumar, and then from the penalty spot, Prolington, and that angle gives you a better view of it. Well, and then this one, that was a mistake from the defense again, and PK Oram at the right place at the right time. And no mistake. And we'll be on with the game with the drop of the ball, and Meghalaya will have possession as they were having. And probably this little break was all Meghalaya needed for the time being. And those few words from Higgins and Lingdo, does it affect? And the ref waited for play on and finally gave it. He might get a stick for that though, even after the whistle. I tried to charge on the man. They have been sharp, Karnataka. Shajan Franklin with that touch, taking it away from the defender. A good sense in the game though. They're both here fully committed to win. They've gone for 50-50 challenges, fought for everything. But at the same time, it has been very sportingly displayed to us. And that's how the game should be played, of course. A few tackles here and there though. Nothing intentional or nothing getting heated up off the ball. But when the game is on and these teams have the ball on their feet, it's fiery. 3 goals in the first half. 2 for Karnataka, 1 for Meghalaya. Shajan Franklin, Vigo Sendai, all of them in this for a battle. Fantastic scenes here at the King Fahd International Stadium, Riyadh. This man is surely up for it, Sheen Shaktung. And many of them have their idols as the legend of the game, who himself is in Saudi Arabia right now, Cristiano Ronaldo. We've seen a few of those celebrations as well in the semi-finals. Well, we see more of it here. That's a risky pass back to Rajat Lingdo. Somehow dealt with by Meghalaya. Another giveaway. They need to stop these missed passes quickly. And a free kick again. And this time in a better area. He's not happy with the decision. And that's how it is most of the times. Defenders do not agree. It's a late challenge, of course, and rightly spotted. A free kick for Karnataka. Well, they have scored from a similar distance in the previous match. They have surely practiced it time and again. And it's time for execution yet again. Set pieces are so important. Tulunga is there, Bikeoram is there. I believe Robin Yadav is there as well. And there he is with the number 3 on his shirt. Robin Yadav, the favourite to take it. The Meghalaya wall is not happy with the Karnataka wall standing there. But whatever it is, they have to keep their eyes on the ball. And Rajat Paul Lingdo has to do his best. The last free kick was unstoppable from Robin Yadav. Can he do it again? It seems to be him. Robin Yadav with the free kick, and what a phenomenal goal that is. That is exquisite. And that is wonderful from Robin Yadav. And for the second time, it's not an easy art to execute, but he has done it yet again. And what a stage to do it. What a player. And it's accuracy on point. Look at that, we'll have a look again. They are celebrating a 3-1 lead. And there comes out the CR7's latest celebrations. And look at that, accuracy on point, history writing on progress. It's Karnataka who have the third goal, and Robin Yadav with a mesmerizing strike. What about that from Robin Yadav? Well, that's the kind of quality this team has from Karnataka. They're writing their own new history. And Meghalaya have a setback here, a major setback. 3-1 is the scoreline. And it's not even halfway through the game. And this can either get worse for Meghalaya, but the way they have been playing, this can even be a close contest if they can pull 1 or 2 back. But the job just got harder. And 2 minutes have been added on at the end of 45. If they can pull 1 back here, Meghalaya, and that'll be the best possible scenario. And that's something off the ball. Well, Robin Yadav has gone down. I wonder what it is. We'll have a look at that again. Well, he did not touch him at all, I believe. Well, the replay suggested. There's the VAR for support. He tried to swing the elbow, but he didn't really catch him, if I'm not mistaken. The other angle was better to say. Well, trying to make it a bit dramatic. Robin Yadav, that's not something you expect from him after such a brilliant goal, but he seems to be hurt. It's not actually that, it's something else. He has taken a knock in the process, it seems. If not with that right arm. We'll have a look again. Well, a slight nudge, it seems. Doesn't seem to be too much in that. He's up on his feet and will be on with the game. Sheen trying to dribble past Alan Lingdo. Meghalaya have to step up the game. Carlos on the ball. Takes it to his right, a chip forward. And more of a clearance on that occasion. Can Meghalaya create a historic comeback in a historic game? At least 1 goal before they go into the break will help them a lot. No one read it, not even Donald Tiengdo. And Satyajit Bordalai will take his time. And it's half-time here in the final of the Hero Santosh Trophy. And at the break, it'll be Karnataka who lead by a 3-1 margin. And they'll be disappointed after all their efforts. But it has been a dominating performance. Well, not dominating in terms of the gameplay, which has been very much in balance, but the way they have finished, precise. And at half-time, it's Meghalaya 1, Karnataka 3. Welcome back to this big occasion, and it's the second half of the final of the Santosh Trophy. It's Meghalaya against Karnataka, and after the first 45 minutes played, Karnataka have a very comfortable 3-1 lead. And they have the job half done here. The likes of Tilunga, Pekeoram, Karthik have been holding strong to the midfield. But these young boys of Meghalaya, mixed with experienced players at the back, will look to fight back. They're known for their fight and their spirit of fighting. Few substitutions getting ready for Meghalaya as well. They don't want to leave any attempts missing and lacking in this big clash. They'll do everything possible to make sure they give their best shot at it. This is a moment of history making for them. They cannot leave any efforts lacking. And we have to wait for the substitutions to come on. They're both ready. Two of them, it seems. Manbha Cooper coming on to replace Figo Sendai. Along with him comes in Ronald Kiran Lingto with number 27 on his back. And that was Manbha Cooper you saw a moment ago. So we are ready for the final 45 minutes to decide the champions of the 76th edition of the tournament. The Meghalaya kickstart proceedings, and they'll be attacking from left to right of your screens in white in the second half. That's a clumsy start straight away. And a double switch for Meghalaya to start the second half. And will that work in their favor? Ronald Kiran Lingdo will settle down in the midfield. Donald Tiengdo, a bright run there, finds a perfect pass, and a great challenge still with Meghalaya. Starting the second half with some venom there in that attack. Carlos on the turn. They have to come all out here, Meghalaya. They know they do not have any other options. It's 45 minutes or nothing. High intensity match, and that's how it went throughout the first 45. But these errors, just like that, need to be reduced. Otherwise, Karnataka can hurt you more. And that first touch was a bit heavy. Clever idea. Got past the defender, Abhishek Shankar Power. Manbha Cooper past the entire midfield, bypassing them almost, but that's a missed pass again. That's one thing which Meghalaya need to stop, and then they can do better. Sheen with the step overs. And the shot is blocked though. Prellington. Meghalaya trying to make a statement and control it early. One early goal can totally change the complexion of this fixture. Conceding 3 in a final is a big deal itself, but if you remember the World Cup final, you would know things are possible. And things can be different at the end of the day, at the end of the game. It's a long road to cross before they walk over the line. Carlos. Good defending by Robin Yadav. And that should be a foul. It might be a card. Well, not really. Beke Oram brought down, such a hard-working midfielder. Shajan. Driving to the wrong side. Too many white shirts there, and now had to pass it back to Tilunga. And the good part that they have the ball. Tilunga. And somewhere, if this remains the scoreline or it gets worse, Meghalaya will have to sit and think what went wrong with those little errors in defense. That's how they conceded. Apart from that free kick, that was brilliance. But even if you talk about that free kick, they had to first get the free kick, which was a defensive mistake. Well, that brings to a whole different dimension to this discussion, where people would say, of course, every goal comes from a defensive mistake. But at the end of the day, it was clumsy. And that's a clumsy one as well, straight to his face. Carlos, good from the opponent players of Karnataka. Well, that's more to his chest and face. Hopefully all right. Powerful clearance. His fellow players around him in maroon, the Karnataka players, quickly reaching him out to make sure he's all right. That's great to see. And these are scenes we encourage more of. The battle is on the field with the ball. He's all right, Carlos. Strong lad. And he's a key player for his team. Well, we have restarted play. And it's Satyajit Bertoloi will kick it long. Clearance coming in. Meghalaya want to strike quickly. They know the importance of that one goal which they can get right now. And that's a steal from Shajan. The keeper is out. And he clears his lines for safety. Important one from Rajat Paul Lingdo. And sometimes you cannot overdo it. It was a mistake from the defender again, and Rajat Paul Lingdo out of his lines quick enough to reach the ball first. Donald Diengdo needs to get more in the game for Meghalaya to fight back. Well, that might be a card. Well, that looked nasty. Alan Lingdo going rough into that challenge. Totally took off the man. He'll be lucky to escape a yellow there. They have to maintain their composure. Shajan trying to turn and find space. Beke Oram with the shot. Not much power in it to trouble Rajat Paul Lingdo. And they push numbers forward quickly, Karnataka. That's one positive about them. Manba Cooper trying to race past Sunil with those step overs and tricks. Play on, says the ref. Donald Diengdo. Manba Cooper back to Maulong. Meghalaya trying to maintain position. That's better from them. And again a missed pass, but this time it's a foul and a yellow card as well, because it's the second time in a row that Sunil Kumar has gone behind the man. Well, it's a yellow card for someone else. It's for the previous challenge. It's not him on that occasion, Sunil Kumar. It is Abhishek Shankar Power. And they'll take it somewhat, because unless and until it's a defender, the risk is marginally less. This is why a free kick was given though. And this is the yellow card incident. Going with both foot, and the way he finished the tackle was more of why the card came out. One buck. Manba Cooper's touch isn't enough. Shajan Franklin, they're physically superior at that position. Sliding in was Burlington. It'll be interesting to see. It hasn't been given, and not much complaints from Abhishek too. Well, has he got all of the ball? Surely got the man too. Well, that's a 50-50 call, and that has gone in favor of Meghalaya this time. Another of those long throws. The set pieces have troubled Meghalaya. One of the long throws, the first goal, then the corner kick, and then the free kick. Another one of those long throws coming in. Headed out, and on the rebound, they are dangerous. Kartik, he's looking to deliver again. Headed out. Donald Tiengdo wonderfully controls it with the chest trap. Good work by the defender. Tulunga on that occasion, but it'll be out of play. And very interestingly, this time in the Hero Santosh Trophy, well, after over 50 years, we are going to find a new winner. And especially that one highlight point, the defending champions and the team who has won the Santosh Trophy a massive 32 times, who were the runners-up of last season. So the finalists of last season had both been knocked out before even reaching the semi-finals. They didn't make it to Riyadh, and that's how competitive these teams are, and that's how hard they have worked. And all the hard work will go in vain for Meghalaya if they cannot try and pull one or two back. Shajan trying to play that clever chip pass, but Rajat Lingdo read it first. Donald Tiengdo. Manba Cooper in space, quickly closed down. Look at the pace with which Karnataka closed down the players. And that's onside. That's another chance. If it's 4, it might be over. It's Jacob John. Beautiful cut back. Did a bit too much. There's still a chance of waiting. And Meghalaya survive. And that might just, along with the chance, also mean that the hopes of Meghalaya still remain. Donald Tiengdo and Jacob John. Well, he should have scored there. They cannot believe it. Beke Oram is down on the ground though. He'll require some treatment. But how did he not score is all what Karnataka fans will be thinking. And Jacob John, well, he already has a strapping there on his left thigh. And look at that, what a pass, beautifully done. Played onside there by the centre back. And then this cut back, the chop there, beautiful. And then he should have taken this shot, just lost his footing as well. And recovered by the defenders. It was Wanbok Long who played him onside. Look at that beautiful work. And just a little bit awkward for him on the second. Should have scored. What a brilliant chance. Just lost his footing, unfortunate. And that could have been game set for Karnataka. Kartik cannot believe it as well. They're still trying. They want more goals. And Beke Oram will be substituted. That's the game for him. Has played pretty well throughout the tournament. Applauds for the young lad, Beke Oram. He'll be replaced by Kamalesh. And there's Meghalaya's chance on the other side. Donald Tiengdo, a heavy touch there, took it away from him. Otherwise space was opening up there as well. Beautiful atmosphere here at the King Fahd Riyadh. Manba Cooper. They're closing down so quickly. Ronald Kedden. Is there a handball? There is. And a free kick in a scoreable zone. Well, this might be their chance to come back in the game. It is difficult from these set pieces. Robin Yadav showed expertise. Do Meghalaya have the same? They have sure practiced it as well a lot of times. Be it directly, be it indirectly with crosses. But this is a gift of a chance. There's the replay. Well, surely not intentional. Just striking his arm, which is somewhat in a natural position. Just out of his body. And sometimes controversial. Of course, not inside the penalty box, but it is a free kick nonetheless. Who will be taking it is the question. It might be Alan Lingdo, the way it seems. He's lining up with his left. We might see a cross coming in instead of a direct shot, the way he has lined up. And look at the height on the wall. He's of course trying to make it higher, as high as possible. Alan Lingdo, a touch from the keeper. Wasn't a bad free kick. Well, could have probably hit the bar, I believe, but no risks taken. Could have dipped in the top corner as well. More work to do for the Karnataka defense. Meghalaya are building up the pressure. And can they come back from a set piece here? Punched out by Satyajit Bartoloi. Meghalaya, they need to pass it forward quickly and forced back. Great pressing work from the Karnataka attackers. Now launched to the right. The aim is Manba Cooper. The substitute with fresh legs and fresh ideas gets the better of the defender. And that's a good cross in. Now Sheen! And he has found the target, which he never fails to. Well, it's 3-2 and it's game on here. And it's Sheen Shaktu again with a sparkling finish. I'll tell you what, that's a finish of top level. Brilliant from Sheen, look at that. Manba Cooper, brilliant work to get the better of the defender. Everyone missing it, and Sheen, what a finish that. Well, add that to one of the sweetest delicacies of Meghalaya. That's how sweet that finish is from Sheen Shaktung. Preciseness, curling in, and no chance whatsoever for Satyajit Bartoloi to stop it. We are witnessing a goal fest here. It's 5 goals in this game, in this big final. It is Sheen Shaktung who once again gives hopes to Meghalayan fans. There's still plenty of the game to be played, and now Meghalaya will have belief that they can fight back. Karnataka, that is why, wanted the 4th goal. Donald Tiengdo has won it back. A number of white shirts inside. And Karnataka will escape danger. And that'll be handball probably. Well, Sheen didn't celebrate much, knowing that it's not even halfway of the job they need to do. It's a mountain to climb. But he has initiated it already. Tackle from behind, but a fair one. It was on the ball. And now it is time for test of Karnataka. The flag is up a little late though. Well, I'm sure the fans are being entertained to the most. Maulong to Wanbok Lang. Wanbok will have it back. They need to keep their composure, Karnataka. They cannot lose their cool and they cannot lose focus. That'll only mean danger. And they do not want to call upon danger on themselves, I'm sure. Launched forward again. Shajan Franklin couldn't get to that one, but he'll still try. He'll still race forward. No foul, says the ref. The defender did well enough to not let Shajan get on that. Both went for the ball. 50-50 clash there, hence not given. Carlos. They're moving forward with intent. Sheen cuts back to the left. Still Sheen, struggling to keep possession. Cleared out by Robin Yadav. It's a good game of football overall. cross blocked. Karnataka would look for the counter. Once again, too far off for anyone to reach it. Karthik is down on the ground. I wonder if there was a challenge on him. That's the substitute for Karnataka who came on a moment ago. And there's the incident. And not really too much in it. Well, this is why he was down. The cross from Alan Lingdo straight to his face. That might be painful, that area of the head. Head injury is always treated with priority now. And hence they'll of course have the mandatory concussions test as well. Hopefully he will be all right, even though that's a very hard blow on his face. And they're enjoying their time here. Some Indian flags out as well with pride. Well, just to announce and make the world know that it's not a one-sport country. All the sports are supported here, and so is football, one of the most loved sports here. And there's enough passion for the game and love and quality, more importantly, lying all around the nation, from up north in Kashmir to down south in Karnataka, Kerala. Go to the northeast. Here's one of the teams from the northeast in the finals. Or whether you go to the west, wherever you go, you find football everywhere in the nation. And the love and passion is massive. Good work by Abhishek, but good clearance as well. Tonal Tiengdo just getting more involved when needed. Manba Cooper has seen the run surely of Donald. Couldn't find the pass, but did well enough to control. Maulong. They need to be sharp in their passing, just like they're doing right now. Donald, the first touch is good. And that's a bad tackle. Totally missed the ball. Somewhat intentional as well from Burlington. Enough experience to know when to do what and where to commit the foul. Avoids the card as well. Just didn't let Karnataka go on the counter with that challenge. Chested down. We are deep into the game here. 65 minutes played, 66 right now on the clock. Karnataka are on the lead still, but Meghalaya have pulled one back. Satyajit Bardaloy collects. And these are testing times. They haven't been in these competitive finals since a while. Since not a while, it's been years since they've been here. So to be honest, this is the first for these set of players. A good battle for possession. They're still on. Donald Tiengdo. A little bit of space opening up. Manba Cooper, the first time cross in. A not convincing clearance there. Still inside the box. And finally cleared away. Will fall to a white shirt though. Manba Cooper is dancing down that right side, but that cross will be too far away from the approaching attackers. Sheen appreciates, and the crowd will appreciate too. He's absolutely dancing down that right hand side. Manba Cooper. Well, Manoj Swamikannan, he has some problems for now. He'll be up on his feet though. That'll be a free kick in favor of Karnataka. And tell you what a first meeting these two are having. It's a game you can enjoy. Softest of touches. It is end-to-end entertainment here at Saudi Arabia. Karthik. Perfect weight on that pass. Abhishek from the left. That's a good cross. And on the second, the shot comes in. But off target. Abhishek will try to keep it in though, but he was offside. And for a moment, the Meghalaya defense were once again not sure of what they're doing. And look at that. He was well offside. And hence the flag went up. Pressure from Donald Tiangdo. Well, Meghalaya had already brought on 2 substitutes who have made impact as well so far. Ronald Kiran Lingdo and Manba Cooper. Another foul, another free kick. Some of those decisions going in favour of Karnataka in the centre of the park. And they have few substitutions getting ready. And Raja Ganapati is one of them. So is Peter John, who is a defender. So 1 defensive, 1 attacking change. Karnataka will look to score 1 more before the subs come in. Play on, says the ref. There was a foul, of course. A mistake there from Kamalesh. And Meghalaya have the ball back. Switch towards Manba Cooper. Too heavy the first touch, and no foul once again. And the game continues, a clumsy moment, and the free kick for Karnataka. And that has been the scenario in the last 5 minutes or so. A number of free kicks for them in the midfield. Rightly spotted the challenge from behind. They missed the ball and clipped the ankle. So it is to see whom they replace. Well, that's surprising. It is the captain, Karthik Kovind-Swamy, who makes way for John Peter. A defensive substitution induced in place of a midfielder. And John Peter, wonder where he'll slot in. Might be a change of formation too, but an attacking substitute too, in the form of prolific Raja Ganapati, who has been introduced now. Free kick, Tulunga will deliver. Tried some innovation, failed miserably. So seems to be a slight change for Karnataka in formation. They'll try to defend the lead at least a bit compared to what they were doing. And the captain's armband has gone to Manoj Swamikannan because Karthik is off the field now. They're enjoying. And they can enjoy more if Meghalaya score 1 more here. And that'll give an end-to-end last few minutes. It already is set up for that. Donald Tiangdo, good passing in close space. Delivers across first time. Throw in for Meghalaya. They're looking determined. And that's a giveaway. He needs to track back quickly, which he didn't. And now Karnataka with Abhishek. He has 1 player in support, which you wouldn't find. And good enough from the defenders. Well, they'll stop play because their teammate is down. The replay once again just got a toe poke to the ball before the attacker. Burlington was down to the ground on that occasion. Yijinson Lingdo still implementing and sending in instructions and his ideas. He knows a story or two about fight backs. With Bengaluru FC, with the Indian national team, he's been a midfield maestro. The midfield general. Of course, the one before that, remember, Mehta Hussain, big name in Indian football. Will always be remembered and praised for all his contributions. Every player, rather, when you play for the national team, and that wasn't really convincing from Nikhil G. Had enough on it to take it out of play for a corner. Pirkat Siamli, the man there. Another corner kick, a better one towards the far side. Checked back. Takes an extra touch and might win a throw-in. Indeed so. Taken quickly. Another throw in the attacking position. Karnataka just feeling a bit of pressure here from Meghalaya. Manpa Cooper still on the ball. The ball sticks to him like a magnet at times. And now Karnataka to launch the counter. Once again, good defending by Wanbok Long this time. Prellington and Wanbok. And those two at the back are the hopes of Meghalaya. Once again, Ronald towards Maolong on the overlap. There's Donald to aim for. Blocked away. And this is taking up some pace here. Manpa Cooper delivers. And that's the advantage of height which they're having inside the box, Karnataka. But they're being pressed to the final zone. Collected well by Satyajit Bordoloi. And we have entered the final quarter of an hour. It's 3-2 in favour of Karnataka. A fight back is on the cards. Shajan Franklin, and that'll be tired legs, to be honest. These players do not run out of energy. That's an awkward clearance again. Free kick for Karnataka, but Carlos has come off worse. That was an awkward landing for him, to be fair. Well, that is because of the elbow that the foul has been given. Just look at the arm, the right hand is going on to Lunga, but the landing very awkward for him, Carlos. Davanchwa Carlos Chalam. They're having a look at the watch because time is running out as well. 13 more minutes after this. Ronald controls. And controls well. Alan Lingdo hasn't got the opportunity to go on too many overlaps today, especially in the second half. And launched long. That is somewhat forced when Meghalaya plays long. It's not their typical style of play. They're taking their time, Karnataka, and they will in every possible moment from now on. We're reaching the closing stages of the game, and Karnataka would love to close the game here. And it'll be icing on the cake if they can find one more. It'll just make their life easier. In the last few minutes, a miss pass from Tulunga. Just that link up missing at times. Another long ball played forward. The keeper is out, way out. It wouldn't get to that one. Any of the Meghalaya attackers. A little clumsy at the moment, here and there. Ronald has space in front of him to shoot. Quickly closed down. Play on, says the ref. And now finally it'll be called back and the yellow card comes out as well. Well, Ronald was lining up for a shot and so quickly closed down by Manoj Swamikarnan, who is the captain right now on the field. He'll require some treatment. Well, even Ronald seems to be injured. Look at that. Well, sliding in, that's very, very bad. And the ankle just got stuck. And that can be bad for Manoj Swamikannan. And then the second challenge. And that was a foul as well, which was given. But the first one from Ronald, and he goes into the books of the referee. Very clumsy. He was trying to control it, just lost control. And that is why he had to slide in, and that's painful, I'm sure, for Manoj Swamikannan. He'll be praying and hoping his team continues. And this is the one more player we were talking about. It is his turn to turn it around for Meghalaya. And can he do what he's expected to? And that is why he's being brought on. It's Everbrightson Sana. He'll be replacing Full Moon Mukim. So both the captains who initially started the game have been replaced. Full Moon Mukim for Meghalaya and Karthik Govindswamy for Karnataka. And he's on there. He's an attacking switch. Karnataka in attack though, from the right. Looking to trouble Meghalaya with those first-time crosses in. And trying to catch them off guard. Good little turn from Carlos. Back with him. A long ball. He's got the pace. Fresh legs there. And that's why it's helpful. Manba Cooper with the step overs. Trying to take him to his left and goes for a shot. And tell you what, that is a great save. Well, didn't look to be on target initially. But he's a great save pulled off. What a ball and what a run. Tired legs from the defender. Capitalized by Manba Cooper. And then with his trickery, gets the better of Sunil. And with his left, could have creeped in that near post. A good save nonetheless from Satyajit Bardoloi. And now a corner kick. Alan Lingto delivers towards the far side. And that'll be one more corner. So back-to-back attacks from Meghalaya. And there's the shot, another angle to it. Diving save there. Good work from Satyajit Bardoloi. But he has to do more. 9 more minutes of regulation time. A right-footed delivery this time. Donald is there. The keeper has missed it. Karnataka trying to race forward in a counter. That's a great pass. Perfection. Abhishek, the keeper is out of his lines. And last-ditch challenge there. Well, this game has just moved to the next level. And now you'll only see attacks. And once again, it's Manba Cooper trying to play through the legs. Play on, says the ref. And no foul in that movement. Another pass blocked. Free kick for Meghalaya. Well, wonder which way that decision has gone. Well, this was the first occasion where Manba Cooper was brought down. It is a free kick for Meghalaya. Just a friendly hand to get him to his feet, Raja Ganapati. So Meghalaya have a free kick. They're trying to come back strong. The stage is set for a big comeback. Can they write the story? The pen and paper has been provided. A long ball from Burlington. He's got the captain's armband back to him. Those 1 or 2 passes up front for Karnataka have been so good. And that is where the difference has been created. Maulong. Back to Carlos. Maulong playing it amongst themselves. Finds a crosser. There was a block in the way, I believe. Donald Tiengdo. He controls it so well at times. And that'll be a foul. Manba Cooper just trying to win it back. Well, didn't get anything on the ball. The attempt was to win the ball. That's the good sign. They've been fighting fairly. Most of the fouls which have been committed is because of the intent and the passion to win back the ball. And none of them have been intentional or dirty play. A good switch to the left. A great run as well from Sheen. He will win a corner for his side. And Sheen will deliver. Can he turn provided this time? And turn rescuer as well. Sheen with the corner kick. Headed out of the box. Carlos. Karnataka launching an attack forward. It's a free kick. He's asking for a card there, Shajan Franklin. Still not tired. He's got good height there. And he takes advantage of that with those long strides racing forward. Shajan Franklin has been a find. Well, what an entertaining match this has been so far. Straight to Rajat Paul Lingto. He'll play it long. He knows time is not in their hands. Good first touch there by Everbrightson Sana. Sheen after long with some space. A one-on-one with Robin. He'll go for the shot again. Cleared out by the captain. Sheen with those step overs and moments. He doesn't like the pass back from Alan Lingter though. I needed to be better. He's doing his job. He wants his teammates to do their job as well. It's not over till it's over. And they'll have to try till the very ending moment of the game. Maulong. He has seen a cross forward for the attacker, but headed out once again. Tonal Tiengdo, he's fighting hard. A great little flick back, still controls and delivers across. Far away from the attackers, waiting in the box to pounce on those opportunities. Ronald. Every time the ball is with him, something is about to happen, it seems. Still finds a pass somehow. And not to a teammate. Free kick for Meghalaya. And at this stage of the game, you do not want to give away set pieces to your opponents. That's the head coach of Karnataka, Ravi Raju. I've not talked much about him throughout the game, but he has been an inspirational man as well. They've converted from set pieces in occasions, Meghalaya. The crosses and deliveries and the execution from the training ground set piece routines have been good. Burlington will go for the shot himself. Too far out to try. And off target as well. Maybe a cross would have been a better option. A rush of blood there from the captain. From the on-field captain on that occasion. They're enjoying a great game of football. And that's not a great goal kick, but will fall to a Karnataka player. And won back by Meghalaya. Another chipped ball towards Manpa Cooper. Sunil does enough and Tonal wins it back. He has been tremendous in putting in those efforts. He's a striker. He moves around everywhere. Ronald. Oh, he's on a yellow, so he needs to be careful. Again rolled into the path. He'll try to keep it in. Racing away from Abhishek. Abhishek, Shankar Power. The front three have been switching and causing trouble. Jacob John is off the pitch now, but he has been brilliant throughout the evening. And last few minutes of the game. 2 minutes of regulation time remaining. Can Meghalaya fight back and take it to extra time? Or will there be another goal for Karnataka to kill this game? Or maybe they can hold on to this slender 1-goal lead. They have seen glimpses of brilliance. They have seen moments of hope for a better future of Indian football. We're talking about Saudi Arabia. They have done so well in the recently concluded World Cup, the only team to win against the champions Argentina. They're ranked 49 in the world right now, if I'm not mistaken, Saudi Arabia, which is good enough. Driving inside the box, is that a penalty he was hoping for? Not many appeals though. VAR is there to check. It doesn't seem to be. We'll see the replay. Well, was he already on his way down? Did he get a nudge there? Well, I'm not sure if there was enough on the ball. Seems to be contact on the man. But was there enough contact to be given as a penalty? Well, not really. We're on with the game. Power-packed across that. Manba Cooper might just still keep it in. What a burst of pace. And he still has the ball. That's great work from Manba Cooper. And finds a pass as well. Donald turns. He finds a cross. Meghalaya still trying. Carlos, another free kick. It's the last minute of the game. And that's when they scored the winner against Punjab. Can they find the equalizer here? Clearly a foul, nowhere near the ball. So it's 4 minutes added on at the end of 90. A lifeline for Meghalaya. Can they convert their chances? They have fought back once when it was 1-0. And then Karnataka went up by 3-1. They've pulled one back here. And we are into additional time. Is there still hope for Meghalaya? Alan Lingdo will deliver. Too far there. And will be a corner. The heat is on. The temperatures are high. And the dying stages of the game. The heartbeat is high as well from both set of players. Sheen's delivery not that great this time. Burlington has to play it all the way back. Forced by Karnataka with Paul Lingdo. It's moments when you have to launch it long and try to find a goal from somewhere. They will still try no matter what. They fight till the end, and that is what they're known for. Jensen Lingdo, almost a dream moment for these lads. And not just Karnataka but Meghalaya as well, coming this far for the first time in history in the final of the Hero Santosh Trophy. Another substitution probably. It's Surendra Prasad who's getting ready. A bit of tactical one to waste some time. They'll run down the clock in every possible way now. Still trying to control. A good work by Burlington. Free kick for Meghalaya. That'll do them a bit of help. They have the ball back. Halfway through the additional time as well. They're somewhat nervous. And there's the change. Abhishek will go off to be replaced by Surendra Prasad. He has done his job so far. And Surendra Prasad, an attempt to kill some time on the clock. They have started celebrating. Some of the Karnataka fans especially. Ronald has won it back. Is there a late twist off the post that? Well, they're asking for a corner and have got that as well. Well, how close was that from the substitute? Ronald Kiran Lingdo. Meghalaya haven't given up. 1 more minute remain. Another corner kick from Sheen towards the far side. Cushioned back. Not really in a perfect position. And Karnataka will have it back probably, and that's another foul. It is a free kick. And set pieces coming in plenty. And there's the chance again. This was Ronald. The first touch was exquisite. And then a deflection off the top of the crossbar. The deflection just took it away from target. Otherwise, it could have very well been another spectacular goal. Alan Lingdo to deliver from the set piece. Is there an equalizer? That's a good one! And couldn't get a touch to that. And no one could get a touch to that. And he collects it with all his life. Needed a touch there from someone. I believe it was Ronald. Yes, indeed. And he's just coming to life very late. Last few seconds of the game. And Karnataka in attack. This might just change the score line for worse. A slip from Sunil. He still has the ball inside the box. He'll take his time. 4 minutes done. A few more seconds of wait. A good cross in. And the header off target. But that should be all here. Well, it is full time. And it's glory for Karnataka. After all the hard work. Since a long, long while. It's a wait of over 50 years which comes to an end. And that's the replay of the last move, but doesn't matter. It doesn't matter they haven't scored 4. What matters is that they've got the win. And they've got a very important win. Well, history rewritten in gold by Karnataka. And what a show they've put up here in Saudi Arabia. And it can very well be said that Robin Yadav's free kick has been the difference between the two sides. Otherwise, there has been 2 goals from field play. Emotional moments for both teams. One a bit in the negative side of the graph and one in the positive side. But nonetheless, they have created their own history as well, Meghalaya. And they're the runners-up of the tournament. They've worked so hard to get this far. And well done by Karnataka. This is their 5th Hero Santosh Trophy title and the first since they have been renamed as Karnataka. And the state flags waving high. At full time, it is Meghalaya 2, Karnataka 3. And these are scenes which will go down the history books to be remembered forever. What a fight from Meghalaya though. They never gave up. Every match so far. Who would have expected a team who have never made it to the semi-finals or finals come this far? Disappointment for them, but they have to keep their chin up. They have shown a great fight and they've shown great football. But Karnataka, it's time for celebration for them. And it'll continue throughout. Contrasting images on your screens. Disappointment for one side. That's how the game is. They'll have to pick themselves up quickly and work for the future. We are proud to see such wonderful display from both the teams. But congratulations to the champions of the 76th edition of the Hero Santosh Trophy. And what a stage to do it. All these players, every single one of them, have their contributions and efforts behind this result. It's not 1 or 2 games. They have to be motivated. They are totally broken down. After all their efforts, so why not? They would have claimed and equally claimed the throne. But for this time, it is Karnataka. Well, they'll remember the scenes, they'll celebrate in joy, and they have the fans to support them. And it's revival of glory days to Karnataka football. And look at those scenes. And look at those scenes. These are wonderful to watch. And they both know, they both have worked hard. Some other clubs as well, whose fans have turned in, and they're everywhere, of course, we know about them. But good that they've turned in to witness this grand occasion. Well, time for some photographs and celebrations before we move on to the awards and presentation ceremonies. And they're the champions of the Hero Santosh Trophy. On your screen is the Karnataka team and Robin Yadav with his deciding free kick. And down to tears, Meghalaya. But the nation and the world, whoever has seen this tournament, will remember their fight. What Meghalaya have shown, they are no less than capable of making it this big. Just a goal short of taking it to additional and extra time rather. Well, they're trying to console each other. Manba Cooper has been so lively since coming on. What a game they've had. One team celebrating. Always a difficult and a very typical scenario in a final, where one team, of course, always will have the last smile, and it's Karnataka here. All the fights, all the hard work. It all started for Karnataka with a 5-1 win against Gujarat way back. And that was the qualification campaign. And then the final rounds, starting with the 2-2 draw against Punjab. Has been a few big results. The biggest victory for Karnataka coming a 10-0 against Tripura. They had to play plenty of matches to finally clinch the title. And this was one last battle they had to win, and they did win. Well, there's some issues for this man though, which doesn't seem to be good. It's Carlos, who's been taken off the ground. Hopefully he's fine, and we pray for his recovery, whatever is the scene. But they are in 7th heaven. You can understand and feel the emotions and the passion, the pride in their faces. Well, wonder what they'll be thinking, the Meghalaya team. There's been a few great goals, skills to be witnessed. And they're celebrating with their coach, Ravi Raju. Well, just reminding you, this is the 5th title which Karnataka has won. They'd won it 4 times before, and they had played 9 finals before this, and all the 4 times they were back then known as the Mysore State Football Team. In 1968, 69, That was their last Santosh Trophy victory. They won in back-to-back years, 67, 68 and 68, 69. And these are moments to be remembered. This will go down the pages of the history books. All of these players, their names, they're history makers. And there's the trophy they were all fighting for. It's a wait of time now that they are handed over the trophy and they celebrate. It's a unit you would love to watch. The runs of Jacob John, to the solidity of the defense, to the skills and commitment of the players. It's a lifetime achievement, this, and especially it makes it more special that the final takes place in this wonderful venue, in this big stadium of the King Fahd International Stadium, Riyadh. And Saudi Arabia will remember. He has made a few good saves as well. Satyajit Bertoloi. Well, just scenes to go down. These pictures to feel, less to say, more to connect with, especially if you're one from their state. And you might also understand the words being exchanged. And that's the beauty of the country. It's so different from each place to place. The language, the culture, everything is so different. And there's quality in plenty budded inside every state. And that's why we're hoping and trying all together to develop and take Indian football to newer heights. That is the dream, that is the hope. India, of course, will be playing the AFC Asian Cup for the second consecutive time now. In 2019, they qualified, and now once again in 2023. It'll be taking place soon at the end of this year or at the start of the next year, the AFC Asian Cup. Well, that's on your screen, Kalyan Chaube. Very familiar face now for the work he's put in, especially we all are hoping for something big there. Well, we are here for the presentation ceremony, and we'll be soon starting off with it. The services have secured the third place in the match just before this. They had beaten Punjab by a 2-0 margin.
We'd like to start by thanking all the partners who have helped in making this a grand success.
They're all set for the presentation ceremony. Our guests as well. This is the moment they have been waiting for. Saudi Arabia Football Federation joining hands to make this initiative possible, and that's why we thank the Saudi Arabian Football Federation for this wonderful opportunity for these youngsters to showcase their talent. Not just the youngsters, but as time and again we've seen the experienced players as well who've got the opportunity of their lives to come here and perform. They've worked so hard such a big stage, almost a dream come true for some of these players. Most of them, or rather all of them, if you'd like to say. All happy faces in one side of the screen.
We invite Dr. Shaji Prabhakaran, the Secretary General AIFF, to present the medal to the match officials.
Yeah, no, that's the time.
Match officials are first. You would congratulate them for officiating the matches in the knockouts with high standards. Well, the dignitaries on stage for the presentation ceremony of the Hero Santosh Trophy, the Indian ambassador to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Shuhelajaz Khan, the president of AIFF, Sri Kalyan Chaube, president of Saudi Arabian Football Federation, Yasser Al-Michel, Secretary General of the AIFF, Dr. Shaji Prabhakaran, the Assistant Secretary General of the Saudi Arabian Football Federation, Ibrahim Al-Kabba, and the Vice President of AIFF, N.A. Haris. Everyone on the stage for the presentation ceremony. And they are the ones going ahead with the proceedings. Well, along with that, we would also thank the sponsors and the partners who have helped in making this event a success. The title sponsors, of course, Hero and Nivea, the ball partner, with FSDL, the commercial partner of the tournament. It is a big occasion made possible only due to the efforts, the combined efforts of FIFA, AFC, as well as the Saudi Arabian Football Federation. And there's Shaji Prabhakaran, the Secretary General of the AIFF, presenting the awards to the referees, the officials.
Mr. Omar Al-Jamal, thank you so much for your great support now. 38 teams played a fantastic game of football over the last few months, but it all boils down to top 20 teams after the end of the grand finals in this beautiful city of Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now let's all put our hands together to invite the third place team, the Services football team, move to the stage to collect the bronze medal. Ladies and gentlemen, I request everyone to please give a big round of applause and let's welcome the third place team, the Services football.
Well, that's the individual medals and the awards for the third placed team of the tournament. It is Services who sealed their spot in third position with a 2-0 victory against Punjab earlier in the evening. And they have played their part as well. One of the most successful teams in the Hero Santosh Trophy in the last 10-15 years. They have time and again shown what they're made of. The representatives of the Indian Armed Forces, the services team. It's a big moment for them as well. They have fought hard as well. One of the most promising and bright teams. They've shown glimpses and sparkles of their quality. We have enjoyed watching them too. Well, and it's now time for the runners-up team, who have put up a show here. They didn't let the contest die till the last minute of the game, the last second of the game. Applause for the runners-up. It's Meghalaya. It's their first runners-up trophy. They would have loved to lift the championship and the cup, but what matters more is the moment to cherish. It's history created for Meghalaya. They have also written their names in the history books, if not as champions, but as the runners-up, and it's the first time in the history of Meghalaya. And some quality, some sheer talent on display, especially from the likes of Sheen and Figo. Well, cannot name them individually because it is not an individual sport, and all the efforts of those defenders. He's back here after getting some treatment. He has hurt himself. Just at the end of the game we saw Carlos who was stretchered off, but thankfully he's back there and he's with his team and he's all right. And they will smile, they will be appreciated. I'm sure many clubs will be looking on to some of these players. A moment of their lives. The entire team there. The coach, the physio, Eugensen Lingto, the big man. And the head coach, Pirkat Semlier.
With a 6 clean sheets in 12 matches, can we have a big round of applause from Meghalaya, Rajput?
Well, and now it's time for the individual awards before we move to the Champions Trophy. It is the best goalkeeper of the championship, and the award goes to this man on your screen, and the goalkeeper of Meghalaya, Rajat Paul Lingdo. He's kept 6 clean sheets in the tournament. And he's the best goalkeeper of the tournament. He'll take that with pride. He deserves it for all his effort. Massive to keep 6 clean sheets. Well, and he is our player of the tournament. It is Robin Yadav. 2 wonderful free kick goals for us to cherish. One in the semi-final and one here in the final in the big day. The player of the championship, Robin Yadav. Instrumental in Karnataka's success this season.
And their names are going to be wrote down in Santosh history as the winners of this edition. Now, Karnataka to please come forward to the gold medals. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Team Karnataka.
Well, and there's finally the champion team to receive their medals. It's Karnataka who have done it and have eventually clinched it. It has been a beautiful story to tell for their people, for their state, and for their lives as well. They'll have to wait a few moments more to lift that trophy, and that prestigious Hero Santosh trophy. All of the players collecting their gold medals. Well, they'll celebrate, take those pictures, and why not? They can afford a smile, and finally they can afford all smiles here. They're overwhelmed and happy. And there's the captain right at the end, Kartik Govind Swami. And they just can't wait to get hold of that trophy. On the center stage already, almost getting over the trophy. Champions of the Hero Santosh trophy. They'll finally be handed over the trophy by Mr. Kalyan Chaube, the president of All India Football Federation. It is a moment to remember, and they will all lift it up with pride. Presenting to you the champions of India, it is Karnataka, the champions of the 76th edition of the Hero Santosh trophy. And celebration begins, and it will continue all night long for the team from the southern parts of the country. Well, and let it sink in. Let it sink in your hearts and minds. And they have proven a point, and they have made a statement here. And it's their time to enjoy. They had been waiting for this moment since long time. It is finally here. The dreams come true. They'll take the center stage once more for some more photographs. And these scenes are wonderful. Everyone wants a touch of that trophy. Heritage and history. It is time for celebrations. And it'll be written in gold in the pages of history. The champions of the 76th edition of the National Football Championships, the Hero Santosh Trophy. It is Karnataka after a long, long wait. The fans have enjoyed a treat for them and a gift for them as well. Well, and that is all from the presentation ceremony here at the King Fahd International Stadium, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And they have been wonderful hosts. And we thank everyone involved for this grand success of the Hero Santosh Trophy. Revived, and in what a way.